How to respond to a job advertisement by email. How to respond to a job advertisement by email. Stay on top of the best tips to excel in your applications via email. Are you sitting in front of your computer thinking about how best to respond to a job advertisement via email? Doubts can be many. No matter how much you analyze and adapt your applications, there will always be details to improve and edges to file. The truth is that digital media can further deepen your doubts, as it will be through a simple email with a cover letter and a curriculum vitae, CV, that will establish the first contact with your recruiters. One false step and your chances are ruined. So nothing better than trying to improve your application to the fullest. Essential tips: if you want to respond to a job advertisement by email but do not know how, we leave you with some simple tips that can help you. 1. Start by the principle. Study the employment offer in the company. This will always be rule number 1, whether to respond to a job posting by email or by other means. If you want to be successful, the first step should always be to do a good work from home. Collect as much information as possible and tailor your application to reflect the requirements of the recruiter. 2. Be convinced, not convinced. The contents of the email will serve as a basis for the analysis that your recruiters will make of you as a professional and for the possible judges of value that may arise. As such, present the reasons that make you the ideal candidate for the position you are applying for and, more importantly, the capital gains you may represent for the company. But most of all, remember that your application should be a list of convincing and grounded arguments and not a true show of vanities. 3. Build an adequate CV to the reality and culture of the company. For whatever the offer, it is fundamental that you adapt your CV, included model, to the company in question. More than responding to a job advertisement by email, the idea is that this email bears fruit, and this will only happen if you can catch the attention of your recruiter. After collecting the information, make your CV a mirror of the company culture. 4. Do not spend time and go directly to the subject. Companies and their professionals have no time to waste. The idea is that in just a few seconds, look at an application and be able to figure out whether or not it fits into the requirements. If you really want to get the attention of your recruiter, pay attention to what you put in the subject of the email and opt for something related to the vacancy or its specifications, and that, with a quick reading in the vertical, to retain the look of the recruiter. 5. Identify the documents you send in Annex. Be practical and allow your recruiters to be. Instead of naming your generic title documents as CV or cover letter, identify the documents and identify yourself automatically. Something as simple as CV, Anna Santos, for example, can save a lot of work for your recruiters who, if you remember, have no time to waste. Small tricks, great differences. As in everything in life, many times it is the smallest details that make the difference. And responding to a job advertisement by email is not the rule. To the previous tips, join these little tricks. 1. A little sticker is always well put. Simply, be as professional as possible. Keep in mind that much of your success or failure is always due to your stance towards others. As such, follow the basic rules of professional etiquette. 2. Avoid uppercase unless it is an acronym. Do not use uppercase in your email, to avoid giving the wrong idea that you are yelling at your recruiter, for example. 3. Always include a signature in email with your contacts. This is probably the best way to make sure they contact you. If not, think about it. Your recruiter is reviewing your application. You have read your cover letter in the body of the email, and if you want to know your phone number or access your profile on LinkedIn, for example, you have to search the CV. Wrong. Make your contacts fast and easy. Email signing is a good solution. 4. Take note of the size of the annexes. Avoid sending large, attached documents, or opt to compress files, in order to reduce their size, to avoid filling your recruiter's mailbox unnecessarily. From email to success, responding to a job advertisement by email may be easier than you think, provided you're willing to uncomplicate the process. Whether or not you like the method, the truth is that the vast majority of companies turn to email to conduct recruitment processes, at least during the initial phase. If you want to be successful, you just need to follow some fundamental rules. And so, with just a few clicks, the door opens for your next job.